Hi everyone, welcome back to David's F1 show, my show where I am just talking about Formula 1 races, qualies and what happened in any Formula 1 world. I haven't been doing the videos for the few months, I think, because I have some renovation at home, and as you can see probably that I have new room for my personal computer where I can work, where I can play some games and I can watch videos, and Formula 1 of course, and that's from where I will be recording you the videos. And funny thing is that I don't even have, well, I'm just holding my mic because the previous support one is not compatible with the new table. Basically there isn't room for one. And yeah, I will be thinking about what I can do for maybe for the next video, but at the moment, yeah, I will be holding this mic for the whole video. Alright then, let's dive into qualifying first. New format again. Q1 on hards, Q2 on mediums, and Q3 on softs. And what I want to talk about is, again, I remember my points like 2 months ago in my previous video that Lance Stroll should leave Formula 1, and since then my opinion grew even stronger, because how can you be in, okay, it's definitely not the strongest car for sure, but still it's a fast car to be fast enough, I would say, car to be in Q3, but you are dead last. And like the much slower cars like Haas's, like Alfa Romeo I mean, and the guy who just joined the team as a substitute, I'm talking about Logan, Lawson of course, in AlphaTauri, he outqualifies you by, let me check, by 8 positions. This is ridiculous. He definitely, if I understand that, well, his dad owns the team and he just can drive as long as he wants, but if, I think his dad is a very smart person. He building this brand as Aston Martin. He doesn't just invest in the F1 team. He actually bought the shares in a like a whole company of Aston Martin, and he considers it as a good business. And if he wants to actually promote the Aston Martin brand as a strong brand, as a good one for wide variety of people, then he needs the second driver who is competitive enough to be in a position to be in a Q2s at least, not to be out of Q1 and be dead last, which is ridiculous. And the other thing is, because of that, well, I am jumping a little bit forward after the race already, that Ferraris finished 3rd and 4th. Alonso finished in points. Stroll again didn't score any points, and the Aston Martins lost the 3rd position in Constructors' Championship. And honestly, with that performance, with that car, even if Fernando will score some points till the end of the year, the pairing of Ferraris is much better, and especially if McLarens are if they continue to score points as quickly as they did well, for the last few races, then for sure Aston Martins will not hold even P4 by the end of the year. So yeah, I think that Lawrence Stroll, the dad of Lance, should really talk to him and maybe said, okay, son, that's okay. You had your fun. You raced for hell lot of years, I would say, because if Lance was just an ordinary driver who went to the sport, okay, with some sponsors, then he would drive a few years and then he will be out of sports, like lots of other drivers who are even better than Lance Stroll at the moment. So maybe, yeah, Dad should talk to him, say, okay, son, you had your fun, let's invest in your tennis career. Maybe he will have more success there. Yeah, that's my point of that particular story out of qualifying. Let's dive into the next one, which I touched upon a little bit, is Liam Lawson. What an awesome driving! In his second race in Formula One, when he just substitutes another driver, and he is just, let me check, around point 150, around 0.15 seconds of Yuki Tsunoda, which is ridiculously great, and I'm really happy for him. And but I just want him to relax and to have fun during this short time, hoping that Daniel Ricciardo will recover soon enough and will have some races up until the end of the year. But at the moment, Liam Lawson doing great job, both in quali and in races. And right at the beginning of the race, when we knew that Yuki Tsunoda retired, unluckily, he lost his engine on formation lap, and that's why the race was delayed by 20 minutes. But technically, I'm just talking about technically, that Liam Lawson won both races with Yuki Tsunoda. He outraced him. He was in much better positions at the end of the race. I know that it's just technical point, but still funny enough to talk about it. So yeah, Liam Lawson, great job, and definitely happy for him. And what I would like to talk about, the third point in qualifying, is the pole position, of course. It's Italian GP. It's the heart of the race of Italy. Everyone loves Ferrari there. It's like a Zen board for Max, but Monza for Ferrari. Everyone in reds. Everyone rooted for Ferraris, and honestly, I think that is the only team who actually puts the team above the drivers, because in every team, like, there is a leader, like Max and Red Bull, Hamilton, Mercedes, like Norris and McLaren, like Alonso and Aston Martin. You see the point, like big teams. But Ferrari, they don't care who wins, as long as it's Ferrari. And they rooted for Carlos as much as they rooted for Charles. And I think that only one point where maybe driver will be on the same level as team is when this driver is Italian, but I'm not sure that we will see it in the next 10 years. But anyway, maybe someday. But yeah, this with this Q3 quali was ridiculous, was very good, and especially like last try of all the drivers. Of course, we knew from the beginning that basically we have a three horse quali shootout among Charles, Carlos, and Max, and yeah, the suspense, the emotions, I think from the people who watch on TV and whoever watched on a racetrack was great, because first, after first round, Max was the fastest, yeah, but then Charles crossed the line and he beat the Max's time by a little bit, and Max crossed the line and he beats the Charles by a little bit, and then Carlos crosses the line and he beats everyone and he takes the pole, and the stadium, everyone is just, all the crowd shouting, and they are happy, and they know that, well, Ferrari did great, at least on Saturday. And even on the radio, I think Max said like, okay, yeah, fair enough. It was a close battle, and we will get them tomorrow. Of course it did. But anyway, but for the narrative, I think it was good that Ferrari did. They got the pole position on this track, and I think the whole year, it doesn't matter like how bad the whole year is for Ferrari, as long as they do like a decently good in Monza or in any town. Well, Monza, yeah, because that's basically the Italian home of the race of Ferrari and for any Italian team. But yeah, I think that all the fans will forget all the bad races, all the problems with the strategies, with mistakes from the drivers and the team, as long as they do decently enough and on their home soil, and they did, both in quali and in race, which surprised me as well, very much so. But at the moment, yeah, yesterday even I was happy for Carlos, and especially he deserved it. He was quicker than Charles for the last few races, and this track showed that he just won by merit for sure. So yeah, all good, and let's go then into Italian GP. Well, I mean race. Oh man. Let's start from the start. Formation lap, Yuki Tsunoda is out. Yeah, the engine failure, and they had to kind of red flag the race, abandon the race start, and we had to wait like 20 minutes till the proper start, and we had it, and it was great. I am really happy that we had a proper battle for P1. Whoever tells us anything about, oh no, it doesn't matter that Max's wins like a half a minute or a minute, as long as we have a good enough race behind him, that's enough for someone. Yeah, it is true to some merit. It proved it in Zandvoort. We have a great race, but not only because of all the overtakings, all the strategy calls, all the raining and the mixed conditions, but also I do not believe that they don't want the battle for the lead, because honestly, I would watch it for all 51 laps if it was possible. this whole, and you saw it on the TV, like as soon as we have a proper battle for P1, that's all cameras on this battle. It doesn't matter who overtook whom of P9, P8, P13, etc. As long as there is a small chance of battle for P1, well, for podium at least, all cameras will go there. And I enjoyed every second of it. So let's dive a little bit into it. I want to talk about the naughty stuff from Carlos Sainz. He defended brilliantly. GG, 13 laps, full throttle, like full sending in every single corner, in every single straight. He even Max said, "Oh, that was naughty." What he did in turn 1 when Max wanted to overtake him. But yeah, I honestly enjoyed it, but I'm on the verge of whether that was eligible for that kind of defense, because honestly I didn't want to recap what happened in 2021 between Max and Lewis. That definitely wasn't that was actually on my mind when there were some actions in that corner. Actually, not only between Max and Sainz, but also between Sainz and Pérez, also between Norris and Piastri. But yeah, that was naughty, but it was just on the edge of being a black and white flag and great defending. And I would give him a doubt that was a great defending throughout the whole race. Sainz definitely, for sure, like 100% deserves this podium. He defended great with everyone. Throughout this whole race, he defended against Max first, then he defended against Pérez, which again in a superior car, and then he defended against his teammate Charles Leclerc, and that battle was brutal. I loved it, and I am happy that Ferrari didn't intervene in it, and that Charles' engineer said, well, battle until the end, and Leclerc, yeah, he did it. He definitely wanted to be on the podium. He wanted to see the crowd to support him, but again, Ferrari is above all the drivers, and they definitely don't care if it is Carlos Sainz or Charles Leclerc, as long as it's a Ferrari on a podium or winning, of course. So yeah, that's all covered from Carlos Sainz's race. I want to talk about, we have to talk about the inevitable Max Verstappen. 10 races in a row won by Max Verstappen. Last time when he didn't finish first was, I think it was Baku. Yeah. And Baku was at the end of April. Now we are at the beginning of September. And honestly, I do not see, other than DNF, when Max Verstappen doesn't win every single race until the end of the year. And I am a Max Verstappen fan since the beginning of his career. Yes, he had some naughty incidents, even back with Vettel in Mexico, with Raikkonen in Spa, with Hamilton in 2021 as well. But and funny fact is that because I worked in Formula 1 back in Baku, I met Max when he was, it was 2016. And Baku was after he joined Red Bull, and he won Barcelona in famous his first race and first win for the team. And I had a photo with him. I was 20 years old, I think, or 21, doesn't matter. And yeah, I enjoying still his driving style, his coldness, his calculated mind. Yeah. I know that some people will say, "Oh, let's watch him in the younger stage of his career." But at the moment when he got his first championship, he definitely became more calculated, and then at the moment he's just driving incredibly. He doesn't have a foot down. He doesn't come to the racetrack under the weather. He's always on point, and he's always here to win the race. It doesn't matter what race it is. It doesn't matter the conditions. It doesn't matter whatever. I would say. We all know that by the end of the Sunday race, we will be hearing Dutch anthem with Austrian anthem. And yeah, but today he really had to work for it. And again, I never imagined that someone would beat Sebastian Vettel's 9 races in a row, because even at that point of time, it was an incredible achievement from one person, incredible driver as well, 4-time world champion. That's also one of my favorite drivers back at Red Bull, and when he joined Ferrari as well. But still, wow, 10 races ago, Max started his journey, and he just wins everything. And again, why I'm telling about inevitability is because, well, we know that by the end of the Sunday we will hear the Dutch anthem, which is ridiculous. But again, even Max says that driver is very lucky if he has one season in his career like this, and he just brings it home every single day, every single race, and he will do it up until he can. So GG for Max Verstappen. And I think that Fernando Alonso did say very wise things, that most people underestimate the Max's achievement, and maybe they will understand what he actually achieved basically when he retires, with how many world champions, with championship, with how many broken records as well. But yeah, we just have to enjoy, because history is made today, and I think that we will see the rewritten history in 2 weeks in Japan, or not. But yeah, all Max's fans, all Red Bull fans, or Formula 1 fans, I know that maybe it sounds boring sometimes to watch the races like this, but yeah, just enjoy while it lasts. Alrighty then, what should we talk next? Let's talk about, I don't know, Alex Albon, P7. He started P5 or P6, I don't remember. Let me check. He started P6 he finished P7. A great result for Alex Albon and for Williams. He defended flawlessly against Norris, against Alonso, against Piastri, even against Hamilton on a much fresher tires. Great race from him, and just GG again. And he brings home another solid points. And let's see, he is so 21, yeah, 21 points throughout the season for Alex Albon, and Williams have 21 points. And they are very solid sevens, well, P7 in the Constructors' Championship, which gives a lot of millions to the Williams. And with James Vowles, I think that they are on the right track, and they will hopefully be running even better for the next year, I would say. Yeah, that's my point. Yeah, I think for now. Oh, funny thing is that we didn't have any... Oh, we have retirement? Oh, funny thing is that, okay, we had a great race and great battle from first to fourth. Well, up until lap 13, we had a battle for first. Then, of course, Max just chipped out. Then we had a great battle for P2, P3, and P2 and P3 among Pérez, Sainz, and Leclerc. And again, my point is that as long as we have a good battle at the front of the grid, no one cares about what is happening further down the road. Because honestly, I just noticed, and I think that it wasn't even in a TV, that Esteban Ocon DNF'd as well. Yep, didn't see it. I think I didn't see him at all this race. And most of the guys who were outside of P10, well, other than Piastri, who had a very unlucky incident with Hamilton, and Hamilton definitely was at fault, and he got this 5-second penalty, which didn't... Yeah, it just didn't work out. Yeah, he still got P6. But yeah, and my point is that yeah, we just need to good battle for the at the front of the grid. Oh, sorry, next Grand Prix is Singapore, not Japan. Fine, okay, good to know. I love Singapore. And Japanese GP as well. But anyway, I think this video is too long already. It's 28 minutes talking non-stop, without a pauses, without a script, just talking about Formula 1, which I love to do. And if you, yeah, my motivation for you, for myself is that just I want to be sure that I'm just producing some decent content. So if you enjoyed this video, please leave a like, comment what I missed or what I did wrong, or what you agree with me or don't agree with me, and subscribe to my channel. That's the main goal for me, to know that what I'm doing is the right way. And in a few days, maybe tomorrow, I will share another video where I grade all the drivers and the teams, because I want to. Yes, I know that it's a good result for the team when driver is P1 or P3 or in the podium or in the points, but I want to praise the teams for their efforts, because in some cases I know that the driver drove well, but he was screwed by the race strategy, like lots of people in Zen would. And yeah, I will grade the teams as well. So if you want to see this video, subscribe to my channel, and I will see you quite soon, and hopefully I will have the motivation to upload more videos, shorts in the future. Cheers!